I will be speaking today not only on leadership, but how to help others become effective leaders. You see, there is an old cliche that says it is lonely at the top, but why would anybody in their right mind want to be lonely? As you climb, help someone else climb with you. You might slip and fall and need them to pick you up or need somebody to land on. Helping others help themselves is actually helping you.
But as I thought about this, there was a few people that came to mind that are, well, really down in the trenches and work with these frontline, well, as you've heard me say all day, the worker bees. And Mike Ward was one of those people. And the gentleman that's coming up next is another one that deals with facilities management in a little different way than most. But a number of years ago, we had a program, and we still have it, called our Master's Green Technician Program. And this gentleman came down from the New York area in the middle of the winter and enjoyed a few days here in the Florida sunshine. Now, that's nothing really new, but the whole time while we were in class, he's got his phone there and he's communicating with his people back in New York that were taking care of snow removal and that kind of thing. So whenever you think about the custodial profession, we do more than, as we've said today, clean toilets and wash windows and wipe desks. And he's in the front line working with these people every day. Now, he also works with a unionized services, and he works with a vendor that actually takes care of some of this. And through all of this program, after he earned his green technician certification, there were some changes that he made. And this is what I like about what Alan said earlier, is when you go and you take these courses and when you engage in these, is to take action. This gentleman did, because he's following green and healthy practices. He is the custodial director at Fairfield University. He is from Fairfield, Connecticut. I'd like to introduce you to Rosario. His talk this afternoon is sit with the winners. The conversation is different. Rosario?
Hey, Dave, thank you. I'm surprised you remembered that. I was almost 7 years ago when we met. Awesome. Well, good day, everyone. And thank you for joining us on our first annual Rock Stars of Cleaning virtual conference. I know it has been an extremely long and educational day for us all. So I want you to take a few seconds, stretch out, grab a sip of water, and then come sit with the winners. I guarantee you the conversation is going to be different. I will be speaking today not only on leadership, but how to help others become effective leaders. You see, there is an old cliche that says it is lonely at the top, but why would anybody in their right mind want to be lonely? As you climb, help someone else climb with you. You might slip and fall and need them to pick you up or need somebody to land on. Helping others help themselves is actually helping you. Sure, some people are born with leadership tendencies, but leadership is a skill as much as everything else. And to be an effective leader, you need to put in some time, some work in order to effectively inspire and escort those around you. You see, people follow people. People need leaders and they want to be led. Helping others ascend only allows you to climb that ladder of success, escalator style. A person who feels appreciated will always do more than what is expected of them. Success comes from helping others succeed. The Marines have a saying, no man left behind. The Bible says, love thy neighbor. In fact, some of the best leaders in the world, including presidents, ambassadors, kings, queens, they did not make it to the top by themselves. They all had help climbing. And in order to have that same type of help, you need to be a leader. To truly be a leader that people will follow and help you get to where you want to be. You have to help them to get where they want to go, as well as it goes hand in hand. When you become someone's GPS and you navigate them through tough storms, winding roads, roadblocks, U-turns, forks in the road, roadkill, sobriety checkpoints, you both arrive at your destination, aka your destiny. People want and require a leader, not a tour guide. Being an effective leader is not inherent in every person, so you must practice. Well, how do you practice being a leader, you ask? Repetition. What does it mean when people say practice makes perfect? Repetition. That's how we learn, folks. Think about it. How did we learn our ABCs? As children, we did not memorize the actual alphabet. We memorized the tune, the melody, the rhythm. Don't believe me? Say the alphabet to yourself right now, out loud, and I bet you will sing the alphabet with the same tune that you learned it. Go ahead. You see what I mean? Practice on being a leader. Practice on helping others become leaders. If you are a leader, or when you become a leader, do not forget that a true leader is not a position. It is not a title. It is not a badge. It is not a crown or a throne you sit on with the right to order people around. People need leaders who live and breathe the very example they expect to be upheld by. After all, it is not your words that truly change people and their behaviors, but the energy that comes with those words. That's what changes people and changes people's behavior. Energy. The only way for a leader's energy to truly have an impact on others is if it is being spoken with conviction. The kind of conviction that is only possible if true leaders are living what they are preaching. There's an old cliche that says, a bad manager can take a good staff and destroy it, causing the best employees to flee and the remainder to lose all motivation. It is way too common, especially in the cleaning industry, for people who suddenly find themselves in a leadership role to inevitably abuse that power. And instead of becoming an effective leader, what they become are tyrants. So before you put someone like that in power, here is how you can get a sense of what different people would do with their newfound authority. You might want to write these down. Number one, they do not seek to first understand, but expect to be understood. I'll repeat that because it's important. They do not seek to first understand, but expect to be understood. People who uphold this attribute are naturally more inclined to be great leaders. They know the value of not only collecting all the necessary information before they come to a conclusion, but they also know the need to make others feel heard. You cannot effectively lead a team of people if the members of the team feel misunderstood, ignored, or even devalued. And most of the time, those negative feelings arise from one simple mistake. Do you know what that is? Nobody takes the time to understand the custodial workers first. Custodians want to be heard and feel appreciated. Be careful to watch for people who do not seek first to understand and yet at the same time expect to be understood. It is a double standard that breeds animosity in any workplace or team environment. Still with me? You're good? Number two, they blame first and are accountable second. They blame first and are accountable second. Finding great leaders before they even know that they have the ability comes down to the art of listening. Do you see where I'm going? People want to be heard. But as aspiring leaders, we need to be careful to what is being said. If you are the owner of a company, for example, and you are looking for the next person to promote, then it is crucial that you masterfully keep your eyes open for what people say during times of both stress and times of achievement. The ones who point their finger instead of taking responsibility are the ones you want to watch out for. Whether they realize it or not, they are giving you a glimpse into how they would handle things if they were giving a leadership role. When things go wrong, you can bet they do not want to be in the fire. At the same time, the people who take responsibility, even for the smallest thing, that person possesses a truly valuable trait for leadership. They inherently understand the value of owning up to their share of the pie. And that, my friend, is not something that can be easily taught. Number 3, we're almost done, guys. They don't practice what they preach. This is important. They don't practice what they preach. This is bar none the most blatant personality trait of a poor leader. If someone consciously or subconsciously lives by the phrase, do what I say and not what I do, then you are taking advice from the wrong individual. Keep your eyes peeled for the quiet employee who follows through with exactly what he or she said they were going to do. That's your leader right there. Sure, you will always come across a bunch of people who will not adhere to what you're looking for and who not believe in what you want to do or what you say. Face it, we can't please everybody. There will always be opposition. There will always be aggression. And as humans, our first instinct is to attack or to retaliate. We put up that I'll show you mentality. Do not let it. Don't let that be your mentality. It's not in your scope. Life is like a business where you have to plan for these contingencies or scope creep. Do not count those people out. Do not write them off. That is not how us as leaders encourage. Those people still need to eat, just not at your table. When you find a person like that, then that's maturity. That's a leader. That's a person with character. That's the person who I want to be around. That's the person I want to help because they will help me grow in turn. Who is that person? That person is you. The best leaders are those who are willing to look at themselves in the mirror and identify what they do well and what they can do better. No matter where they are in life and in leadership, they commit to a never-ending journey of learning, of growing, and becoming the best version of themselves so that they can have the biggest impact on the people around them. We're going to wrap this up with 9 rules that I have lived by, which have thrusted me into the role that I am in today. You can use these yourself. You still got your pen? You might want to write these down, folks. Encourage open communication with your subordinates as well as superiors. Encourage open communication with subordinates as well as superiors. Listen to both sides. Summarize any conflict. Remember, as the leader, you're there to problem solve. Brainstorm solutions with your frontline staff as well as superiors. Keep it simple. Very important. Be transparent. Set expectations. Ultimately, follow up. People do what you inspect, not what you expect. That is paramount. Thank you all for your time today. I hope that you will take all or some of what you have heard and learned today from all of our great speakers and use it as a blueprint to develop your own traits. At a minimum, find yourself a large solid table and invite others to come sit with you. And then promise them that when they sit with the winners, the conversation is always different. Thank you.